If you are naturally quiet, you definitely possess these amazing qualities, Stoic life lessons. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Welcome to today's video on If you are naturally quiet, you definitely possess these amazing qualities, where we delve into the profound strengths of the quietly resilient. Here on Win Stoic, we explore how the Stoic virtues of calmness and introspection empower those who speak less, but observe more. Before we dive deep into the quiet world of introspective power, make sure to hit the like button, share your thoughts or personal experiences in the comments, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest discussions. Are you ready to discover the quiet but mighty forces within you or someone you know? Let's begin unraveling these qualities together. Number 1. Words with gravity. Marcus Aurelius once wisely noted, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In today's high-velocity world, where the cacophony of endless chatter often overshadows the essence of true communication, this sentiment echoes more profoundly than ever. Particularly for the quiet among us, there is a hidden power in the economy of words, a lesson deeply embedded in the principles of Stoicism that teaches the profound impact of speaking with intention and wisdom. Quiet individuals possess an often underestimated strength. They speak not out of a desire to be heard, but from a need to add value. In environments where many are quick to offer opinions, often without depth or deliberation, the quiet ones listen, process, and speak with deliberate precision. Their words carry weight, shaped by reflection and restraint. Picture a heated debate where voices clash and overlap. Amidst this noise, the input of a quiet individual often commands the room, drawing attention not through volume, but through the palpable significance of their carefully considered words. Such restraint in speech is not merely about personality, but is a disciplined practice of Stoicism. By embodying Marcus Aurelius's teachings on measured, thoughtful discourse, quiet individuals demonstrate that true influence arises not from incessant speech, but from articulate and meaningful expressions. This method of interaction underscores a critical Stoic practice, understanding that while we cannot control the external cacophony of the world, we can govern our responses and our expressions. By choosing when and what to speak, quiet individuals practice a form of Stoic discipline, turning everyday conversations into opportunities for impactful communication. Embracing this Stoic wisdom does not necessitate a complete transformation of one's nature, but rather an enhancement of how we view and utilize our words. For those looking to integrate Stoic practices into daily life, consider the power of your words. In the flurry of modern life's demands, how might you too benefit from speaking with purpose and precision? How might this practice not only refine your communication skills, but also deepen your relationships and enhance your influence? As we navigate our busy lives, let us remember that in the art of conversation, sometimes less is more. And for those who naturally speak less but think more, there lies a hidden strength, a Stoic power that, when harnessed, can lead to greater clarity, respect, and understanding in an ever-noisy world. Number 2. Silence is their superpower. In today's constantly connected world, where the buzz and hum of technology often drown out our inner voices, silence has become a rare and underappreciated commodity. Yet, for those naturally inclined towards quietude, silence is not merely a pause between noises, but a profound source of strength. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on self-reflection and inner peace, aligns perfectly with the introverted appreciation for quiet. It teaches that true contentment and resilience are found not amidst chaos, but in calm and considered contemplation. For introverts, silence is the environment where they recharge and find clarity, a sanctum where the mind is free to explore ideas, assess life's paths, and align actions with personal values. This introspective practice is crucial. It allows for a deep connection with one's core beliefs and desires, providing a solid foundation upon which to build a life that is not only reactive to external stimuli, but proactive in creating personal fulfillment. Stoicism encourages us to view silence not as emptiness, but as a fertile ground for growth, where we can cultivate the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Consider the power of a silent moment in a world that can't stop talking. In these quiet spaces, introverts like you might find yourselves evaluating your commitments and decisions, ensuring they reflect your true self rather than the expectations of others. Such moments of reflection are essential for personal development, allowing you to navigate life with intention and focus. How often do you take advantage of silence to reconnect with your inner Stoic? Do you allow yourself the space to listen to your own thoughts, or do you rush to fill the quiet with distractions? Remember, in the stillness lies the strength to confront life's challenges with a calm and steady heart. As we explore the benefits of embracing silence in our Stoic morning routine, consider making it a part of your daily practice. This quiet time can become a cornerstone of your life, helping you to develop the Stoic discipline needed to face whatever comes your way with equanimity and grace. Let's continue to learn and grow together, harnessing the quiet power within to lead lives of purpose and peace. Number 3. High-value relationships. If you find yourself drawn to quieter, more introspective people, or perhaps identify as one yourself, you'll quickly realize that the relationships they forge are not of the common garden variety. Unlike those who thrive in bustling social settings, quiet individuals prioritize the depth and quality of their interactions over sheer quantity. This discerning choice in companionship reflects a profound Stoic principle, the pursuit of authentic, meaningful connections that transcend the superficial layers of social interaction. They are not the ones you'll find shouting over the din in a crowded room. Instead, they are the ones with whom you'll engage in thought-provoking discussions that resonate on a deeper, more personal level. This deliberate and thoughtful approach to relationships is emblematic of how quiet people embody the Stoic virtues of commitment and resilience. In their world, listening intently and asking insightful questions are not mere social skills, but pathways to a deeper understanding of those around them. Just as Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." So do quiet individuals enjoy the present connections they cultivate without the frantic need for more. In the whirlwind of our contemporary lives, where the chase for more friends, more followers, and more connections often leaves many feeling empty. The quiet person's approach to relationships offers a refreshing focus on what truly matters. Furthermore, in embracing Stoicism, quiet individuals illustrate the power of acceptance and inner tranquility. They do not allow themselves to be swept away by the chaos of external circumstances, but rather focus on what they can control, how they choose to relate to others and themselves. This ability to remain centered and steadfast in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs is a testament to their profound inner strength and resilience. In essence, the quiet person's approach to life and relationships is a compelling lesson in the Stoic art of living. It is not just about enduring life's challenges, but about transforming them into opportunities for deep personal growth and meaningful connections. By adopting some of their practices, such as focusing on depth over breadth and embracing a Stoic attitude towards life's tumultuous nature, anyone can discover a more fulfilling path through the modern world. In learning how to be a Stoic and practicing how to apply Stoicism in daily life, quiet individuals and their companions alike can achieve a richer, more rewarding life filled with relationships that truly matter, offering sanctuary and strength in a world that often values quantity over quality. If you appreciate our insights on nurturing high-value relationships, you're well on your way to deeper and more meaningful connections. Please comment "Yes" to show that you are pursuing this enriching journey. Number 4. Maturity beyond their years. In a world that often values the loudest voices, those who are naturally quiet frequently possess an understated yet profound maturity that belies their years. This maturity isn't merely a function of age, but rather a reflection of a deeper, more considered approach to life that many strive to achieve. Quiet individuals often exhibit a patience and wisdom that set them apart in any setting, whether in the hustle of daily life or the quiet moments of reflection. Their secret: a stoic grace that permeates their being, influencing how they meet challenges and resist the fleeting temptations that life throws their way. While others may respond to situations with knee-jerk reactions or get swept up in the heat of emotion, quiet people often pause. They reflect, allowing themselves the space to think decisions through with a calm and comprehensive mindset. Take, for example, a scenario at a lively party. Surrounded by urges to indulge, a quiet individual might instead choose to engage in meaningful conversations or decide to leave early, prioritizing their well-being. These seemingly minor choices are, in fact, significant demonstrations of self-control and an acute awareness of one's long-term health and happiness. This thoughtful demeanor extends beyond social situations into all facets of life, including their careers and personal relationships. It's not that quiet people are unemotional. Rather, they process their feelings in a way that aligns with their values and long-term goals, ensuring they remain composed and purposeful even in tumultuous times. What truly distinguishes these individuals is their ability to maintain confidence and discipline, rooted in a robust sense of self. They live the Stoic principle famously articulated by Marcus Aurelius: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Their poise under pressure is a testament to the internal focus that defines Stoicism. Their quietude isn't a lack of something to say, but a strategic choice to speak only when it adds value, embodying the Stoic belief that it's not the external clamor, but our internal responses that define us. In embracing this philosophy, quiet individuals teach us that the most profound statements are often not shouted but reflected in thoughtful silence. How often do you find strength in your moments of quiet? Could this Stoic approach to life enhance your personal and professional relationships? As we explore how to be a Stoic and integrate Stoicism into daily practice, remember that the path to wisdom isn't through noise, but through measured, thoughtful quiet. This is not just a way to navigate life, but a profound strategy to thrive within it. Number 5. The art of reading people. In a world that often equates loudness with strength, those who are naturally quiet bring a unique and powerful skill to the table, the art of reading people. This ability isn't derived from mystic powers or exclusive secrets. It's the result of a lifetime of careful observation and a deep-seated intuition. Quiet individuals often catch nuances and subtleties in behavior and expressions that many overlook, making them adept at understanding others' thoughts and feelings without a word being spoken. Why does this matter? It's because in the often overlooked quiet moments, the quiet among us are absorbing the world around them in ways that others might miss. They're the ones who notice the slight frown on a co-worker's face that speaks volumes, or the barely perceptible sigh of a partner, clues that hint at larger stories unfolding within. This keen observational skill aligns closely with the principles of Stoicism, which teach the value of rational observation and emotional control. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, mastered this in his reign, using his deep reflections captured in his writings to lead with empathy and insight. His meditations show us how observing quietly not only aids in understanding the external world, but enhances our inner lives as well. Stoics, like Aurelius, teach us that by focusing on our internal responses rather than external stimuli, we can attain a profound peace and clarity. For the quiet individuals among us, their day-to-day experiences are practical applications of Stoic teachings. They embody the philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, not through grand gestures, but through their quiet, observant nature. They remind us that understanding often comes not from speaking, but from listening, not from reacting, but from observing. So how can we all harness this quiet power in our everyday lives? Whether you're naturally reserved or more extroverted, there's immense value in pausing to observe before acting. It's about embracing the Stoic routine of reflection and mindfulness, which can deepen our connections with others and enrich our understanding of ourselves. Quiet people prove that silence is not just a lack of noise, but a path to deep wisdom and emotional intelligence. In our fast-paced, often chaotic world, their traits offer a blueprint for deeper human connections and a more thoughtful way of living. They show us that sometimes the most profound insights come not from the loudest voice in the room, but from the quiet observer, watching and understanding in ways that others cannot. So next time you find yourself in a bustling crowd or a heated discussion, remember the power of the quiet mind. How might stepping back to observe more and speak less change your perspective and enhance your interactions? Number 6. Concealed brilliance. In a world that often mistakes quietness for timidity, those who are naturally quiet frequently possess a concealed brilliance that may go unrecognized by those expecting louder declarations of wisdom. The quietest voices among us tend to be the most profound, their wisdom seeping through the fabric of their beings into every observation they make and every silence they keep. Their brilliance lies not in the volume of their words, but in the depth of their thoughts. Consider the quiet individual at a busy cafe or a bustling park, seemingly detached from the chaos. Unlike their more vocal counterparts, these individuals absorb the environment with a rich awareness, processing every sound, sight, and interaction with deep introspection. This is where the principles of Stoicism intersect beautifully with the temperament of the quiet. Stoicism teaches the value of inner peace and reflection, advocating for a life where one is deeply tuned into the ebb and flow of existence without being swept away by its undercurrents. For those who naturally incline towards silence, their approach to gathering knowledge and understanding is less about vocal participation and more about active listening and thoughtful analysis. This introspective practice often renders them more perceptive and insightful, enabling them to offer observations that are not only accurate but often transformative. The quiet mind is not empty, but vibrantly alive with continuous learning and reflection, making connections that are invisible to those who do not take the time to listen deeply. The real power of quiet individuals often reveals itself in those unexpected moments when they choose to share their thoughts. It is then that they articulate with such clarity and depth that others can only marvel at the precision of their insights honed by hours of contemplation and a disciplined Stoic routine that values thought over noise. The story of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher-emperor, embodies this as he journaled reflections that showcased profound wisdom on governance and personal conduct, emphasizing that true leadership comes from self-mastery and thoughtful action. In our everyday lives, embracing the quiet strength within us or around us can lead to richer, more meaningful interactions and decisions, whether in professional settings where strategic thinking is crucial or in personal spheres where understanding and empathy are needed. The quiet ones among us demonstrate time and again that wisdom doesn't shout to be heard. It resonates more deeply in its stillness. So, if you often find yourself overlooked due to your quiet nature, remember that your Stoic approach to life, your ability to observe quietly, reflect deeply, and speak only when truly necessary, is not a weakness but a profound strength. In a society that increasingly values quick responses and constant availability, your quiet, deliberate approach and the Stoic rules you embody offer a refreshing counterpoint that can lead to greater depth in relationships and decision-making. As we appreciate the quiet strength in ourselves and others, let us all remember that the most impactful insights often come not from the loudest voice in the room, but from the quiet observer whose depth of understanding and calm demeanor can teach us more than any volume of words ever could. How can you embrace the Stoic wisdom of silence in your daily interactions to enhance your life and the lives of those around you? Number 7. Unstoppable productivity. Unstoppable productivity often has a quiet champion. Have you noticed that some of the most effective and diligent people in your life tend to be those who speak the least. These individuals, by embodying the essence of Stoicism, showcase remarkable traits such as profound self-discipline, a serene inner calm, and an unmatched focus that allows them to excel in their endeavors. It's not merely about working hard, it's about their ability to dive deep into their tasks, consistently delivering exceptional results without the need for external prompts. Let's draw inspiration from historical Stoic figures like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, renowned not only for their philosophical writings, but also for their practical implementation of Stoic principles in managing extensive responsibilities. Today, those who are naturally quiet continue to reflect these attributes. They operate on a principle that emphasizes action over words, and the outcomes of their efforts are often louder than any verbal assertion could be. Quiet individuals possess a distinctive approach to productivity that sets them apart from their more vocal counterparts. Unlike those who might depend on external motivators, such as direct oversight or imminent deadlines, those with a quiet disposition often find their drive from within. This intrinsic motivation and self-regulation are core aspects of Stoic practice, which champions self-control and personal accountability over external validation. When given the autonomy to operate independently, quiet individuals demonstrate remarkable efficiency. They require little to no supervision, not because they adhere strictly to a set guideline, but because they are adept at directing their passions and disciplines towards achieving and often exceeding set objectives. Their approach to tasks is not just about meeting expectations, but about redefining them, frequently discovering innovative solutions and pathways to success that might elude others. This inherent capability to self-manage and produce outstanding outcomes is deeply rooted in a Stoic understanding of the world. Stoics like Aurelius believed that the strength of one's character and the ability to maintain equanimity are pivotal to overcoming life's challenges. This philosophy resonates strongly with those who are quietly productive. They do not seek the spotlight, yet their contributions are crucial and transformative. So, if you find yourself in the company of a quietly productive individual, or if you identify as one, consider how this aligns with the broader Stoic teachings of resilience, responsibility, and reflection. How might embracing a quieter, more deliberate approach to life and work enhance your own productivity and satisfaction? How can the principles of Stoicism inform your daily practices to not only achieve but thrive? Let's engage in this dialogue and explore the profound impact of embodying Stoic virtues in our everyday lives, leveraging silence not as a barrier but as a bridge to deeper understanding and greater achievements. If you've followed along this far, then you're clearly committed to unstoppable productivity. Leave a comment saying, "I'm ready," to show your dedication to this transformative path. Number 8. Impactful leaders. When we conjure up the image of a leader, the typical portrayal is often of someone vibrant and extroverted, a figure who draws eyes and ears effortlessly with their dynamic presence. Yet this view overlooks the profound impact of those whose leadership style is less about grandeur and more about gravitas, those who lead from a place of contemplation and calm. These quieter leaders wield a form of influence that is Stoic in its essence, demonstrating that true leadership does not solely rely on a commanding voice, but equally on an attentive ear. Consider Abraham Lincoln, a paragon of this model, known not for a boisterous persona, but for his serene and thoughtful demeanor. Lincoln's leadership was characterized by an exceptional ability to listen, reflecting a stoic mastery over his reactions and the chaos around him. By prioritizing listening over speaking, he was not merely being silent, but strategically absorbing diverse perspectives. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Leaders like Lincoln embody this principle, illustrating that often the quietest person in the room is also the most perceptive and insightful. Their leadership style leverages the power of silence, not as a passive tool but as an active strategy to gather information, assess situations, and respond with impactful decisions. In a world where everyone is quick to speak, these leaders understand the strength found in pausing and allowing space for others' voices, gaining insights that the more vociferous might miss. This quieter approach to leadership is not about passivity, but involves a dynamic and deliberate engagement with the world through observation and reflection. This form of engagement fosters a deeper level of communication, where observing and processing are precursors to action, allowing for responses that are both considerate and profoundly influential. In today's fast-paced and often superficial interaction climate, remembering the value of a calm and steady demeanor is crucial. Leadership, in its most effective form, often comes from those who, instead of rushing to respond, take a moment to listen and thus respond with deliberation and depth. Let us then shift our appreciation towards this less conventional but incredibly powerful form of leadership. Recognizing the merit in quietude and reflection, let's cultivate an environment where silence is not underestimated, but seen as a profound tool for understanding and influence. In embracing this quieter form of leadership, we find a path to impactful and thoughtful engagement in our own lives, allowing us to lead in ways that resonate deeply and inspire profoundly, much like the Stoic leaders before us. Number 9. Unwavering composure. When tensions rise, whether in a high-stakes meeting or during a family crisis, it's often not the loudest in the room who handle the situation best, but those who maintain a cool, unshakable composure. Have you ever noticed how some people can stay remarkably calm, focusing solely on finding solutions rather than getting swept up in the emotion of the moment? This remarkable trait is frequently seen in those who are naturally quiet, individuals who, perhaps due to their lifelong navigation of being overlooked in a loud world, have developed an incredible resilience and an ability to remain composed under pressure. Quiet people often tend to observe more than they speak. This habit allows them to absorb and process a lot of information quietly and thoroughly, crafting responses that are not just reactions, but are thoughtful and well considered. Their approach mirrors the Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, who advocated for seeing life's turmoil as a challenge to be met with wisdom and patience. Think about it. When everything seems to be falling apart, isn't it often the calmest person who seems to have the upper hand? Consider a modern example. Imagine a tech startup facing a critical software failure on launch day. While panic might be the first reaction for many, a quiet team member could be the one who methodically assesses the situation and identifies a fix. Their ability to remain detached from the chaos and make calm, informed decisions can stabilize the team and guide them through the crisis. So, why is this composure so vital, and how can you, too, harness this quiet strength in your daily life? By practicing Stoicism, you can cultivate an inner peace that stands firm, even when external circumstances try to disrupt it. This isn't just about being quiet. It's about being steady, about transforming silence into a powerful tool for stability and clarity. To all the naturally quiet individuals out there, remember that your tranquility is not merely a personal trait, but a powerful gift to those around you. And for everyone else, when you next find yourself in a storm of stress, why not channel some of that quiet strength? Take a deep breath. Let the surrounding noise wash over you without moving you, and focus on finding your path to resolution. Embrace the practices of Stoicism, like Marcus Aurelius did, and you might just discover that your inner Stoic is exactly what is needed to weather any storm. This practice not only benefits you, but can also become a beacon of reliability and serenity for others around you. Number 10. Everyday Epiphanies. If you're naturally quiet, have you ever considered how this trait enriches your life with a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you? Those quiet moments you so often enjoy are not mere breaks in the bustle of daily life. They are golden opportunities for what I like to call everyday epiphanies. These are moments when you uncover profound insights that might go unnoticed by others. Why do these moments matter? They are your pathway to significant self-discovery and personal growth. As a quiet individual, you likely spend a lot of time reflecting on your life's trajectory, past interactions, and the foundational beliefs that mold your perspective. This constant examination isn't just about understanding who you are, but also about challenging and refining your worldview. For instance, you might realize that your reserved nature, which some could mistakenly interpret as detachment, actually equips you to listen more attentively and empathize on a deeper level than most. Or perhaps, in one of these reflective pauses, you discover that a trait you once saw as a limitation is, in reality, one of your greatest strengths. In a society that often equates loudness with strength, these quiet revelations enhance your self-awareness and significantly improve how you relate not only to yourself, but also to others. Embracing a Stoic attitude, you learn to not only accept, but value the complexity of life and the richness of slowly unveiling these truths. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This sentiment is a cornerstone of what it means to lead a Stoic life, particularly through your Stoic morning routine or the Stoic rules you might incorporate into your daily practice. How does Stoicism intertwine with your quiet nature? Stoicism teaches the virtue of inner calm and resilience, qualities you naturally embody. So when you feel underestimated because of your quietness, remember the strength that resides in your capacity for deep thought and reflection. This isn't just a passive trait. It's an active engagement with life that requires courage and a calm demeanor, characteristics that empower you to navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you allowed yourself a moment of quiet reflection and what insights emerged from this solitude. Your journey, though quieter than some, is teeming with the potential for meaningful discoveries that can often be drowned out in louder environments. Your reflective nature is not just a personal trait, but a profound gift that, when wielded wisely, leads to greater personal clarity and resilience. As you continue on this path, cherish these quiet moments of introspection, as they are not just pauses, but bridges to deeper understanding and self-fulfillment. As we conclude today's exploration of the unique strengths that quiet individuals bring to our lives and their intrinsically stoic qualities, it is important to reflect on how do these insights resonate with your own experiences. Whether you identify as a quiet person or appreciate the quiet people around you, remember that their depth, resilience, and inner wisdom are powerful motivators in a noisy world. Oh, their ability to remain quiet and focused amidst chaos is not just a trait, but a choice. A stoic choice that enhances personal growth and fulfillment. Now, if this video inspires you or evokes a moment of reflection, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to Win Stoic. By engaging with our content and joining our community, you help us reach others, like you, who are seeking to deepen their understanding of Stoicism and harness the power of their mind. Your engagement is invaluable, so please turn on notifications to ensure you never miss our upcoming videos. See you in the next video.